I saw these works and I initially thought they were Aboriginal, because I'm interested in Aboriginal painting, with the crosses and the repetition, and I was really drawn into their patterning and tried to find out who he was and where he was from. And spoke to Rob Gardner and Sue Gardner at Chartwell. He said, go to Toiora in Pujiki Street, and they have this community-funded art centre for people living with mental illness, and that's where Andrew works. I wasn't sure what to expect. I didn't know, but I knew I was drawn to the work in this formal way. I loved how it looked. Even though I didn't know Andrew, it felt like someone was in there. There was something resonating in the work. There was a person in there, and met Andrew, and he struck me as someone who was super vulnerable, but super focused. It's like stream of consciousness. You know, this fine, fine nose, and then a big cross will appear, and you're like, you know, something's happening in his mind when that happens. And it's like he's revealing himself on the paper.
Yeah, I try and sort of create things that just in a way that happen by themselves. There's a way of looking how to do things, you know, looking at what to do with paint. You know, how can I express this? You know, I ask myself, how can I express this feeling? It's very healing. It's you know, it's a wonderful thing.
It's like when you're making those crosses and those little nodes, it's very meditative. For Andrew, I think he must be calm when he's doing that. And in his, you know, real life, the day-to-day life, the crazy city life, it's like an assault on him, I think. I have voices pretty much all of the time, all day, all of the time. Voices do a lot for me. They look after me, you know. They do that by, I ask them a question and they'll help me with it, you know. If there's anything that I shouldn't be doing, they'll tell me about it and why. Initially I had some shock treatment, which sounds terrible, but it's quite good really, you know. You get stuff in your brain that managed to somehow sit there properly, and then it's difficult to filter it through the nerve system, you know. Last time I was in hospital, they said I wasn't supposed to be coming. They didn't want me to come back. So I haven't come back, and it's been 17 or so years since I've been there. We're a proud lot, our psychiatric patients. You know, we're very proud people. There aren't too many people there who aren't very proud of themselves and other people too. I read up in a book about schizophrenia in the library. It said that it's good, I need to have friends, lots of friends. So I involve myself more with the community of patients.
So if people aren't feeling well, there's a familiarity with what that might mean in terms of the other members here, and so people are given some space, or people don't react so quickly in terms of something that might otherwise be seen as a bit off-putting. And so there's that acceptance and that awareness that creates an atmosphere of tolerance and understanding, and that's really key. Andrew was very much in his own world, from how I could see what I saw of him, and hard to engage, and only when he wanted to. And it has been just a process over time, but I really do believe that having that exposure and recognition in terms of the work that he was doing, and being able to exhibit that really brought him out of his shell and just made him feel so much more comfortable to engage with people that he wasn't familiar with. And of course he's got lots to say and offer, so it's been this fantastic journey, if you like, of his of seeing him really develop in that way.
Each opening that he comes to, because he only comes to the gallery at the openings for that one evening, and then he's back to his studio. At each of those openings, you see him being more comfortable, and I think that connection's important.
It's sort of like an experience, or like a feeling, really. You're right, like a feeling or like a mood.
When you look at an artwork, how that work makes you feel is the critical thing. I want it to make me feel something, you know, an emotional thing, not just an intellectual thing. So that's where I connect into Andrew as well. Despite this, you know, binary code that he's painting, there is somehow an emotional content to the work that surprises me.
I never think much about my pictures, apart from if they come out really nicely. I just congratulate myself, saying, you know, you're a clever man, Andrew Blythe, you know.